Judging by his furrowed brow, something important has occurred to Estinien. That Matsie fellow you are helping. He's Axodara, is he not? Apparently it's almost exclusively his people that are being kidnapped. Should he be traveling alone? If summoning is his perpetrator's aim, it does stand to reason that Arkasodara would be their primary target. For 'tis the faith of their ancestors which prevaileth in this land, and many are devout adherents still. We'd better go after him. Akiali lies to the west, as I recall, the same direction as Kryle's acquaintance, incidentally. It's settled then. Keep your eyes peeled while we make for the village. Alright. Off to the village we go then. Let's just talk to this fella. Just so it disappears from my minimap. Now here's our destination. You do not see Matsi nearby, but the elevated ground up ahead may provide a better vantage point. Oh. But if stock hoarders don't want to sell, they won't sell. Easy. It's better when you're trying to make a sale and not doing it. Destination, here we are. You do not see Matsi from here either. No, leave me alone! Help! Somebody help! Matsi's voice, and it came from the south. From the north, actually. That was it, right? Yeah, north. Imagine. It says north and you say south. Ah, here we are. Tempered Imperials. Ah. Let's get them. And we got them. Hello, Mattia. It's fine. Chill. I've saved you already. Huh? Where did he go? Why are you here? Well, I just saved you, didn't even notice. I see you found him in time. You and your friends came to look for me. I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest. Think about what to do, well, everything. And then those men came. Kidnappers. We'd heard that the Arkasodara were being targeted. Surely you have as well. Perhaps it's best if you took refuge in the city. We've considered it, me and the others, but fishing is all we know. The ocean all we have. I see. That's your decision to make, but you should take care not to travel alone. A question, if I may. 'Tis our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell us of these beings? Not much, I am afraid. I have no idea what they are. But I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. Primals, you say? For that reason, some have taken to calling the tower Zot. Why Zot? Ah, House of Divinities in the old tongue it means. Yeah, so that's what it means. Cannot recall. But they're not true divinities. They're monstrous imitations that bring only death. To have one's fate so twisted is a grievous indignity, and fully justified art thou in thine outrage. Know that this for no other purpose but to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time we may be forced to contend with these false gods, and thus we would learn all we may about them. Wilt thou not tell us of thy divinities and their true nature? You've come all this way to save us? Really? To think I had been peddling fish. But to answer your question, yes, of course, we will gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and I'd ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please come to our village. We're good, God-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge. And fish! What sayest thou? Shall we pay a visit to Achiali? Yeah, let's pay a visit to the Elephanto town. Wonderful! Just follow the road west and down the hill. You can't miss it. God Lord, let's go. So, 'tis the simulacra of Thavnairian gods that are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there could be none now. The kidnapped Hanish are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them. Though indeed saving them will mean confronting their false gods. Like as not. Hi, as you said, we'd do well to study their religion's traditions. To Achiali. To Achiali we go. And Gaja go gaga. Okay, so we're nearly there. Familiar though I am with the myths and legends of this island, to hear them spoken by the heirs to this storied heritage giveth them new life. Imteu. Sure, I can catch a few fish if I take the boat out, but I have nowhere to sell them, and even though I do what I can to preserve them, all they end up doing is filling my storehouse instead of filling my pockets. Okay. Let's see what Tankard has to say. A charming little village. Shame about the hideous tower. Lol. Welcome to our village, traveler. Is there anything I can help you with? Who are you? I'm a fisher, and a good one at that. I'll reel you in the biggest catch from the open sea, or something smaller by the shore if you'd prefer. Your choice. Now, if only were I as skilled with a rudder as I am with a net. Some days I find myself so far from the shore that I miss the morning rush at the bazaar. Where is this place? This is the fishing village of Achiali. You can think of it as a fisher's Yedelmad, which is perhaps not such a helpful analogy for foreigners. Of course, we've had a few merchants coming to either port since that horrible tower appeared, not to mention the kidnappings. Okay, let's see what Estinien has to tell us. Mark you that platform out on the water? It's a matter of shrine, perhaps. Oh, that's where the special fate spawns. When I'm out on the water, I can usually forget about my woes, but no chance of that with that giant eyesore new looming near. I hope they tear the hideous thing down soon. Soon. Kanga. Trying though times may be, we must keep our hearts calm, as the gods have taught us. Wait. For instance, the scriptures speak of a light within. When darkness falls, we must look to ourselves, not others, to illuminate our way. Welcome to Akiali, my friend. The name means white beach, and there isn't much here to save that, but please make yourself at home. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Anyone of us can tell about our gods, but you could do worse than to start with Kanga and Olds have Hasveda. They're free at the moment, as it happens. I'll try to think if there's anything useful I can share with you as well. After all, I still owe you for rescuing me on the hill. You used to know about our gods? What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is hence you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups: the Manusia, beings of wisdom who assume the form of men, and the Murga, beings of might who assume the form of beasts. Together they are divinities, their forms and personalities many and varied. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience, and by heeding their teachings, we strive to be better people and live better lives. Different though they may be, both the Manusia and the Murga are equally divine and equally revered. Okay. There he is. Interested in learning about our gods, you say? Heh, that's what I like to hear. Prick up your ears then, and listen. In ancient times, the Manusia and the Murga, deities who look like man and beasts respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of the Manusia, the Murga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Likewise, the Manusia coveted the might of the Murga, so they too resolved to trade heads. Thus were born new gods possessed of both might and wisdom, and they ushered in an age of harmony between the two factions. From then on, as a sign of their esteem for one another, the Manusia have worn animal faces, and the Murga limbs of men. We honored the Manusia and the Murga by incorporating their sacred images into works both practical and artistic. Try looking out for them, eh? Did their dialogue change? No. There you are. Learned a thing or two about our gods, I trust. While we were off talking to the others, I remembered something that may be of interest. If you could let your fans know, I'll go and fetch it from my home at once. Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts three of our most revered deities. By all means, we should like to see it. They are Manusia. You heard about them already, yes? Three sisters. Oh, I wonder what this is a reference to. The three Mago sisters, perhaps? Actually, it's just like this. The tall one, the small one, and the bigger one. The center one is the eldest, Sinduruva, a goddess of wisdom. For this, alchemists hold her in the highest. To her right is the middle sister, Sanduruva. As a goddess of wealth, she counts many traders among her followers. And to the left is Minduruva, the youngest sibling. She presides over the crafts, so is beloved by weavers. Though each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. Fattest booty, indeed. In like fashion to the Menusia, the deities of Eorzea preside over a myriad aspects of life. And what of the Murga, if I may ask? The Murga hold power over nature. In ages past they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is the god who possesses Agaja's head, and he is venerated as the progenitor of the Arca Sodara. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history. You worship dragons too? It's said that an ancestor of the satrap, that's the ruler of Hadzetan, forged a covenant with a dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the satrap. Legend holds that if ever the satrap is in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid. Dragon ally. You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. True. The passion you bear for your fate is plain to hear. I am confident that the information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success. Right, I believe it's time we sought out Kral's acquaintance. An alchemist by the name of Nidhana. According to Kral's notes, we're to find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. Okay. Mattia has a shine in his eyes that wasn't there before. The Great Work. Did you say you're going to see Nidhana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. And did I say she's beautiful? Ah, I could stare at her dainty ears and adorable trunk all day. And those eyes. When you meet her, take care you don't drown in them. Okay. The Great Work is situated at a cove to the north. Follow the road north to reach it. Young Elephanto love. Such a beautiful thing. A young Elephanto in love. Well, that's gonna take a while to... Oh, and I keep forgetting about this. And we're always passing them by. So, should be on the other side of this. There, of course. Of course I had to go the wrong way around. Yeah, I wanna grab these when I just don't forget about them. Trying to grab all the other currents on the way to the next story point. Northeast. I think this one is on the other side. I don't think we'll be able to grab this one. We'll see it. It'll be easy to check if it's the one, because I do believe there is one down here. If it is, at some point it will say to the east. Yeah, it's the one down there, so it doesn't matter. Oh look, a hunt. Let's kill Samantha, I guess. Since that doesn't take that much time. We can just kill a couple of them on the way. And not wasting much time. See, all done. And it's always some extra nuts and some extra XP. Oof, so few nuts. Okay, here we go. To the great work we go. Wait. Why is everyone dead? Is everyone dead? What in the world? In such manner did you find them? What could have befallen these people? If there was a battle, there's a conspicuous lack of blood. A bit weird. Tad bit weird. Oh, we have voice acting.
What happened here?
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
Could be.
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests.
Hmm?
You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see.
Huh. What's wrong?
I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow.
Why are they asleep though?
People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
Hmm? Well, are they
Yes, my
druggies?
friends. Gather round. I have
For
them
dragon
right here.
scales? Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Many
Yeah,
thanks.
this soul
One
bit
for
was a
me.
bit weird.
Those are dragon scales.
Yes,
Mhm.
such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
Dragon
We
scales.
are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit.
No, what type of experiments?
Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower.
Oh, so you mean that which we wanted back in Eorzea?
Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people?
Just throw that out.
Of course. You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Hmm?
Ah, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova.
Why?
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Yeah, this was so suspicious back when I did it the first time.
How did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
The suspicion.
That is well.
You must be quite familiar with Dragonkin, yes?
Wait.
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not?
This part is so
I
good.
should like to draw a file or two, if so.
Now, stay here. Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
I do love the praying gestures.
Oh dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement.
A little.
No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, should we
Imagine
find
if
a
it was a
quiet
lot.
place to talk?
Sure.
As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your mistress Kryl. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the great work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
Okay. Then let's hear what she has to tell us. Shall we? Yeah, let's just attune, and then we'll head off to Nidhana, which is that way, I believe. Yeah. It is said that the shelf is ideal for those who have suffered blood loss. Mayhap we should have acquired some from Matsia. Oh, for the days when I enjoyed such fervent adoration. But on this occasion, I am glad to entrust the burden of popularity to Estinien. I wonder why. Pay me no mind. I am here that I may be of service, nothing more. Nidana, what else do you have to tell us? Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Kryl herself is tied up with another investigation, Fia is on an eminently capable substitute, and we will spare no effort to aid you. So if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify aetheric emissions. Indeed we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of aether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the satrap bade us alchemists create enchanted talismans. Talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the aetheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved the most promising. Owing to their aetheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon we will be ready to conduct a field test. And here is where you and your Blessing of Light come in. Better than having my blood drawn, I suppose. Whatever it is, just leave it to me. And what exactly is it that you need me to do? Nothing complicated, I assure you. We only ask that you serve as an escort. I'll explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you. With your permission, of course. In that case, Younger and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands. We would be grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you are ready, then let us put your blessing to the proof. If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you at the top, after seeing to some preparations. Good luck with the test. I shall remain here to assist the other alchemists. Alright. Then let's get this test done with. Yeah, the first time I actually wondered how I would get to this place, and I keep forgetting. Northeast, so nowhere nearby. Let's just do the test then. Drunken Deepa. You see a lantern designed in a local style. Okay. I hope you didn't have trouble finding this place, or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. I give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many a sleepless night, the Drunken Deepa. A Deepa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test the talisman's efficiency. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of aether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe aether sickness. Oh, not this again. For your test, you'll be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capabilities. Please begin whenever you're ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. To reduce the risk of accidental exposure, the Drunken Deepa will emit a blast only after it has moved a certain distance. Follow it closely and bathe in the aether 4 times. Okay. Commencing aetheric exposure testing. Repeat, commencing aetheric exposure testing. Retreat to a safe distance if you are not the subject. Okay, so we just need to follow it. Doop-a-doop-a-doom. And off we go. Reading Aether, please stand back. Okay. Ready to discharge. Test subjects get near. Discharging Aether. You are struck by a powerful blast of Aether, but suffer no ill effects. Subject has no irrepressible urge to empty their stomach. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Okay, then I'll need to walk away when Eve stops. And walk back into range. Reading Aether, please stand back, ready to discharge. Okay, I'm gonna stop repeating that. You are struck by another powerful blast of Aether, but suffer no ill effects. And talk to it again. Subject stomach and bowel integrity holding confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Yeah, I'll stop on whenever I finish the next quest, because my throat is starting to bother me a little bit. Okay, reading Aether, please stand back, ready to discharge again. And nothing is happening again. You are struck by yet another powerful blast of Aether, but suffer no ill effects. The blessing of light appears to be keeping you safe from harm. Subject fortitude rated impressive. No irregularities confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow and brace for final discharge. Bit weird following around the jumping lantern. Okay, stand back. Alright. You are struck by the strongest blast of Aether yet, but you survive completely unscathed. Etheric exposure testing concluded. Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist. Okay. Congratulations on retaining your composure and your humors. Okay. That's nice. Ah, you've returned. And not on your knees, a promising sign. But come, let me take the depot off your hands. Having exhausted all of its Aether, the drunken Deepa is now having a well-earned rest. Alright. Thank you. I shall replenish its Aether for when we test the talisman. So no dizziness or nausea or anything of the sort? You're feeling perfectly fine? Then the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There's no risk that the tower will corrupt your Aether. With this, we can request your aid for the task ahead with easy hearts. Okay. So, I am going to finish up here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And as per usual, if you can see it on Twitch, this will be on YouTube later on. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.